a mighty royal welcome to my channel. This is I am Life and Light Productions, and Just Sparks, I am your host. Mighty Art of Sabbath to each and everyone. Yes, welcome to High School of Thought. And this is class 14 of High School of Thought. Greetings to each and everyone that join in with I. Blessings to their household. May your house be filled with peace, health, wealth, and love going through. We do give thanks. Yes, I pray each and every eye strong was up full and bright, and everyone was able to meet their mark, so to say, Again, mighty heart of Sabbath, remembrance to each and every eye, praying that each and every eye is dwelling in the state of their wish fulfilled, in the eye of their mind, in their human imagination, for it's from there proceeded the issues of life, good or bad, right or wrong, Yes, so as I say, today's class 14 of High School of Thought, which is lesson 14 of the Master Key System, where we're learning self-mastery, knowledge of self, of how your body functions, your mind functions, and how to manifest and bring forth your desired reality, your desired experience, so we do give thanks going through, so I would not stay too long, because kind of running, that's how come I come on a little couple minutes late, but in any sense, more love and blessings going through to each and every eye. See it? All right. This is class 14, lesson 14 of the Master Key System. This strong, the 14th strong, we're going to be concentrating on harmony. And when we say concentrate, we mean all that the word implies. You're going to concentrate so deeply, so earnestly, that you will be conscious of nothing else but harmony. Okay? And remember, we learn by doing and not just by reading these lessons. For reading these lessons will get you nothing, nowhere. It is the practical application, right, that the value consists. So in your practical application of the lessons them that are being taught here is where the value consists. You have to apply it, Yes, I. So again, this strong, we will be meditating on harmony, concentrating, if you would say, because most time you say meditating, but then, you wouldn't say concentrate. So we'll be concentrating on harmony, on that oneness with creation, the oneness with the all, being united with all things and having that energetic flow through you and you through all things in creation, creating a harmonious flow, a harmonious energy and harmonious vibration, so that is what we're concentrating on for this strong. All right, and we will go through the question and answer, 10 questions, 10 answers, and yeah. Question 1. All right. What is the source of all wisdom, power, and intelligence? Okay. The answer, the universal mind, which is the subconscious mind, is the source of all power, all wisdom, and all intelligence. The subconscious mind, the universal mind. Okay, question 2. Where do all motion, light, heat, and color have their origin? So, where does all motion, light, heat, and color come from? Where do they come from? Where are they springing out of into creation? The answer, in the universal energy which is one manifestation of the universal mind. Is right? So if you understand that, motion, light, heat, and color is one manifestation of the universal mind, which is your subconscious mind. So all those things are coming out of your subconscious mind. Okay. Question 3. Where does the creative power of thought originate? Answer: in the universal mind. So the creative power of thought comes from the subconscious mind. So you see, everything is leading you within to your subconscious mind. You know? Question 4. What is thought? Answer: thought is mind in motion. Is right? So when you have no thoughts in your mind, it's still. So then there is no motion. There is nothing going on in the mind space. So the mind is still. But once you have thought, once you're thinking about something, that is your mind in motion, in movement, creating. Okay. Question 5. How is the universal differentiated in form? So how does the universal take form and different forms? You know? Answer: the individual is the means by which the universal produces the various combinations which result in the formation of phenomena. So it's the individual, I and I, is who is causing formation within creation. Is right? If it is not for I and I, there would be no formation within creation. Is right? Okay. Question 6. How is this accomplished? So how is this formation accomplished? By the individual. Answer: the power of the individual to think is his ability to act upon the universal and bring it into manifestation. So your power to think, is your ability to act upon the universal mind, upon your subconscious mind that brings all things into manifestation. Is that? Okay. Question 7. What is the first form which the universal takes so far as we know? So far as the scientists them has studied and has come to their conclusion, what is the first form that the universal mind takes? The answer: electrons, which fill all spaces. So the first form that the universal mind takes through thought is electrons. And electrons fill all spaces. You ever look into the sky, like right now, you just look and you can see little lights moving around, just bouncing around, little lights. It could be like billions of them, but you're able to see them. The electrons. Sometimes they say it's microscopic, but I see them. I see the lights darting around. Anyway, question 8. Where do all things have their origin? So where do all things come from? And when they say all things, no matter what it is, where do all things come from? Where do all things have their origin? The answer: in mind. So all things is existing in your mind, and not without your mind, but rather within your mind. All things. Okay. Question 9. What is the result of a change of thoughts? So what will happen if you completely change your thought pattern? Answer: a change in conditions. So your thoughts is basically what is creating your conditions in your life, your experiences. So if you can change your thoughts, you will change the experiences that you have in your life. See it? Question 10. What is the result of a harmonious mental attitude? So what is the result of being able to keep a harmonious attitude mentally within? Always in harmony with all things. The answer, harmonious conditions in life. So harmonious mental attitudes will give you harmonious conditions, harmonious experiences in life. So we do give thanks again. This was pretty brief. Yeah, I run through this one here quick. Yeah, man, and I pray each and every eye was able to, fully, how I should say, apply themselves in Last Strong's exercise, of which I will go through right now. It's very nice. It's a good meditation, good vibes, and when you listen to these things, you see that, yeah, there is a way. And the way is through this, and it's the most glorious and easy way to life. All right. So Last Strong's exercise, the 13th strong, right? We were supposed to make use of the principle and recognize the fact that we or you or I are a part of the whole, and that a part must be the same in kind and quality, right, as the whole. And the only difference there can possibly be is in degree or in size. You see? So other than size, we are the same in part and in quality as the whole, as the creative mind, the creative principle that creates all things in creation. We are the same as that creative principle. We are that creative principle manifested into form. You see it? So now, we are supposed to now, when this tremendous fact, knowing that we are one with the whole, part is the same in quality and substance as the whole, right? And when this tremendous fact begins to permeate our consciousness, when we realize that we, not our body, not the manifested part, visual part, that thinking, you see it, is one and the same in spirit as the great whole, right? That it is the same in substance, in quality, in kind, that the creator could create nothing different from himself. So we must realize that the creator that created us could create nothing different than himself. And that all that we see is of the creator, or is the creator. He cannot create outside of himself. He uses the same substance that he is to create. You see it? So we do give thanks. And right. Said, you will also be able to say, the Father and I are one. And you will come into an understanding of the beauty, the grandeur, the transcendental opportunities which have been placed at your disposal. You see? So when you get to that full realization that you are one and the same as the whole, as the creator, as God, the Father, you see? You will be able to say, I and my Father are one. And then you would realize that all the beauties of creation, all the joy and the splendor, the riches, the wealth, all these things are there at your disposal. And you can acquire anything you desire through the power of thought. because your ability to think is your ability to act upon the universal. You see? And people don't realize what that means. The universe outside, you see? Or what it seems to be outside is actually our subconscious mind within. You see it? So what you're seeing outside is the manifestation of our subconscious mind within. And we have the ability to change it at will with our conscious mind. You see it? So we must realize that what we're seeing outside of us is mental. It is changeable. It is not solid. It is not factual. It changed, you know, in the process of, yes, facts is whatever you believe to be true, and then you hold confidence, certainty, then it manifests into the fact that you see. It all starts. Go over the 10 questions of Last Strong, you know, which is, what is the method by which natural apply their knowledge? So all the philosophers that came before us, how did they obtain and apply the knowledge that they received? You know, the knowledge that we learn of today, you know? Answer, to observe individual facts carefully, patiently, accurately, with all the instruments and resources at their command before venturing upon a statement of general law. You know, so yeah, they really consider the thing and they observe and they did their experiments, and you know, it was very thorough before they came to a generalized law concerning anything, right? Question 2, how may we be certain that this method is correct? All right, so how may we be certain that true individual observation of things carefully, patiently, accurately, you know, with instruments, all the instruments necessary to do the analysis and, you know, the observation. How do we know that this is the right way to do things? All right, because the answer is by not permitting a tyrannical prejudice to neglect or maglutate unwelcomed facts. So it creates something where, you know, the facts, the truth of it cannot be denied, I would say, you know. I don't know if I write it down kind of wrong, but in any sense, you know, it is what it is. By not permitting a tyrannical prejudice to neglect or malnutate unwelcome facts. Okay. Question 3. What class of facts are esteemed most highly? You know, so what class of facts do we think of as highly? You know, the answer is those which cannot be accounted for by the usual daily observation of life. You know, so the facts them that we count highly is the ones them that go through deep, you know, scrutiny, you know, deep observation, you know, that took a process of time before an answer or, you know, a conclusion was made. Those facts, you know, are taken more seriously than someone just getting up and looking at something and say, oh, that is that, without really, you know, observing the thing, you know, and going through no process of analysis. You see it? All right. Question 4. Upon what is this principle founded? All right, of deep observation before you form a conclusion. Answer, upon reason and experience. Okay. Question 5. What does it destroy? You know, when you observe things and you go through the process or whatever. What does it destroy? It destroys superstition, precedent, and conventionality. You know, Question 6. How have these laws been discovered? Answer. By a generalization of facts which are uncommon, rare, strange, and form the exception. Question 7. How may we account for much of the strange and heretofore unexplainable phenomena which is constantly taking place in creation? So how do we account for all the strange things that's happening, the alien sightings and all these other things, the ghosts and, the spirits and the demons and the monsters and all these things? How do we account for them? All right, the answer, by the creative power of thought. Thought creates all things. And from you think it, it exists in creation. For what don't exist, you cannot think it. You cannot think it up. Is right? And whatever you can think, believe you me, it exists. You see it? No matter how strange, how weird it may seem, once you can think it up, it exists. Or have the ability to exist. Okay. Have the ability to exist. You see it? Awesome. Yeah, you all can do that. No, he didn't ask me for that. She asked me for tape. Or they could cut the watermelon. All right. Now, why is this so? Why is the creative power of thought responsible for all things that is going on in creation? All right? Answer. Because when we learn of a fact, we can be sure that it is the result of a certain and definite cause, and that this cause will operate with invariable precision. You hear what it say? It say when you learn of a fact, right? What is a fact? Something that you see tangible in creation that you could say, okay, this is what it is. You see the result of something, right? That is a fact, right? Now, it says, when you learn of this fact, when you see this thing, you must know that that which you're seeing came from a cause. And the cause is your thought that created the thing that you see. You see it? And that thought, it operates with invariable precision. So whatever you're thinking deeply on within, the boogeyman, whatever superstitions you have, you're thinking on deeply, you manifest in your reality. Is that? Question 9. What is the result of this knowledge? All right. The answer, it will explain the cause of every possible condition, whether physical, mental, or spiritual. Is that? Okay. Question 10. How will our best interest be conserved? Answer, by a recognition of the fact that a knowledge of the creative nature of thought puts us in touch with infinite power. So when we have the knowledge of the creative power of our thoughts, it puts us in possession of infinite power. Is that? So we do give thanks again royally for each and every eye joining in with I. Royal blessings and salutations to each and every household. May each and every house be filled with joy, happiness, peace, prosperity, all the goodness that you all are desiring in creation, through the mighty law of love, through the law of concentration, with feeling. That is love. When you concentrate on a particular thing, with feeling, with emotion behind it. That is love. You see it? And that which you concentrate on shall birth into your reality for you to experience. But many of I and I want to concentrate only on the result and not the cause. You see it? And because they are not concentrating on the cause, which is their thoughts that is creating their reality, they have all kind of funny thoughts in there. Thoughts of, oh, there is no perfect person out there, so to say. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is scheming and doing something wrong and all. So then when you meet someone, you will meet someone of that nature, who is not perfect, who is scheming, who is, lying, cheating, doing some sort. You have to create the perfection within you. And when you create the perfection within you, then that perfection shall manifest for you to experience. Go, sir. What happened? So you have to first create that which you want to experience within. You see it? Before you can experience it without. You see it? So you have to become that person. You want true love? Yeah? You want that love that sweep you off your feet? Then become that love that sweeps you off your feet. You see it? Start to treat others in that way. Yeah, start to compliment people. Start to be nice. Be caring. Show it forth in your daily actions. How you deal with people. And surely that shall return to you 10 times fold, 20 times fold, 100 times fold, 1,000 times fold. You see it? But you must become that which you desire to receive. For if you don't become that which you desire to receive, you shall not receive it. You can only receive that which you are. So in order for you to receive change, you have to change who you are. In order for you to receive that genuine love, you have to become that genuine love. In order for you to receive peace and harmony in creation, you have to become that peace and harmony. You see it? You don't just drop in your lap from outside. You see it? You only attract that which you are. You see it? So it takes the controlling of your thoughts in order to be able to do that. And that is what we are learning. To control our thoughts, to be able to sit in silence. You know what I'm saying? And to be that firm doorkeeper of the house of God. You see it? For the house of God is your mind space where you're calling and invoking. Whatever you hold in there and you declare as truth, you shall experience. You see it? So it is the house of God. It is beautiful for all situations. It is the joy of the whole earth. Mount Zion, the city on the north, the city of the great king, the great I am, the great thinker, the only one that thinks, the only one that is dreaming, the only one that exists. You see it, my people? So we do give thanks royally again, I Jaism. Much love and blessings to the I and the I royal family. We do give thanks to the I, joining in with I, Give thanks to the SUP, Yeah, man. Kion. Much love, my brother. Heart of love and blessings, royal family. Yes, right. Yeah, man. Blessings to you and your royal family continually. And continually doing all the good that you're doing, Yeah, man. You are surely prospering in that good way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bringing your words, bringing your inner thoughts to manifestation. You is a great example of that, Kion. You see it? Continuing the way, my brother. You rise to the high potential, to the high fullness, And I give thanks to see that, to be able to glory in that. I say. Much blessings to the eye continually, Yeah, man. There, man. Just I go and hold through, Perfect is the way, and we must see the way perfect in order for the way to be perfect. For however we're thinking is how we're experiencing. So we have to see things perfect. Perfection is the key to a perfect life. They teach us in the world that, no man is perfect and everyone has faults. So if no one is perfect and everyone has faults, then you will live in a world where there is imperfection and everyone is full of faults. And there is always blaming this one, blaming that one. When the reality of the fact is everyone is creating their world in perfection. The perfect thoughts that they're holding within is what they're experiencing in perfect reflection. You see it? Yes, man. Yes, Keon. Much blessings, man. I speak truth, Yeah. Speak truth. And truth is confidence, certainty, and not what they teach us to believe. Truth is confidence, certainty. Yeah. And that's what I said about the eye, my brother. I am confident and certain in it. Yes, right? Yeah, man. None other. More love and blessings, my Lord, continually. So we must be able to just focus this year. Yes, right? For this year is the mechanism that is creating it all. Yes, right? And without the human imagination, it can't do nothing. So it is for us to embrace our human imagination and live there. For that is the realm of perfection. That is the realm where all things are possible. And once we hold to those visions, those things that we're holding in our mind, in our human imagination without wavering and applying feeling, impregnating the thought with feeling. You see it? That's all we need. Then shall we birth our child, our son, into creation, our experience that we're desiring to experience. Fullness of joy to all eyes, them, Yeah, man, I'm going to hold it, full joy the rest of the Sabbath with my youths, them. I give thanks for another royal class, a royal lesson, that the eyes, them, may just take note of it. I'm saying, because there's nothing outside of self, It all has to do with self. I'm saying, and the benefit is for no other but self. And then when you can benefit self with these teachings, you can even benefit others. Because you will know how to look at others in that good way. You see it? To even prosper others in their way. Seeing them in that good light that they desire to see themselves in. You see it? Seeing them prosperous. Seeing them joyful and happy. Seeing them having all that peace. And that riches and wealth and all these things in their life. You see it? Not just for self, but for others too. For each and every one. You see it? Not just for your friends, but for your enemies too. Because remember, you are the one who create your enemies, You create your friends, you create your enemies. You create your lovers, you create your haters. You're the one that is doing it all. And apart from you, there is none that is doing it. Who else is doing it for you? You see it? Only you can do it for you. You see it? Only you give to you in creation, and only you take from you in creation. You see it? So if a man take from you out there, it's you a take from yourself. And if you give to a man out there, it's you a give to yourself. You see it? And if a man give you, it's still you a give to yourself. Because you are everyone pushed out. You see it? And that is the unity of creation. That's the oneness of the whole. That is the two becoming one and the one becoming all. And when you could walk through life like that, seeing that everyone in creation is you pushed out, then it will be easier for you to do good. To have a joy, hold a nice vibes with someone. Because you know that anyone you hold a vibes with is you. Whoever they may be, however they may look. It's the eye. You see it? And the eye them is just reflecting each other in creation. You see it? So any hate or malice there is just a reflection of the internal showing outwardly. You see it. So yes, more love and blessings to each and every eye, yeah? Yes, Q, and I give thanks, Yeah, man, I love what I doing too, and that is the reason why I'm doing it. Yeah, because it brings I joy, it brings I peace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because, in life, in creation, you got to find a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And what better purpose than to teach one how to think? And then when one learn how to think, he can reach his greatest version of self. He can accomplish his greatest desire in life. You see it? And he don't need no one else but himself and knowledge of himself in order to do it. So I see this as one of the greatest things. This is what the earth, the world, the universe, everything needs. This is what everyone needs right now. To learn how to think. To learn how to still their mind. You see it? And once they learn how to do it, the world is theirs and the fullness thereof. Everyone is happy. Everyone is free. Everyone is joyful. You see it? And that is the goal where we're seeking to be. Where everyone is free to be who they desire to be. Do whatever they desire to do. Everyone is free. And that is how creation is meant to be. You see it? Fullness of joy going through. Aye, friends. Blessed love. Until such time, yeah? And don't forget this week's exercise for you to concentrate on harmony. You know what I'm saying? Not just meditate, because sometimes you meditate and you go into a meditation, but you're not concentrating on anything, So now you got to concentrate. You got to, saturate your mind with what it is to be harmonious. Feel that energy in your body extend. You see it? And when it extend into all things. Not just extended into the opens, no. It extended into the trees, extending into the water, into the fire, into the stone, into the bird. You see it? Into the wall, into the wood, into the book, into the pencil. It is extending. You're extending your energy into all things. Becoming harmonious, becoming one frequency with the whole. And then dwelling there, thinking about nothing else. You see it? Yeah. So, until next strong, we do give thanks, fullness of joy going through. Blessed love, my brother. Yes, I JSM. Yeah, man, I love that, bad. Royal. Yes, I give thanks. Until such time, yeah, we do give thanks to the hidden presence going through. Blessed love.